Hi, my name is Drew Cho. I pastor a church called New Community Church, Tokyo, here in Japan. Thank you so much for allowing me to share about Japan missions.
Um, so this is Cho family here. My wife Chami and our daughter Elena, 7 years old, and then our son, 4 years old. By Lausanne Committee, Japan is the second largest unreached people group in the world. And there's an interesting video clip here. If you look at it, my friend actually went out to the streets, Center City, Tokyo, and asked the question, "What is Christmas Day?" And this young man answers, "It's a day when some famous person died." So obviously, there you see some of the people just totally clueless about Christianity. Now, this chart is provided by OMF, one of the mission agencies. They came out with this number. Counting the Protestant churches, there are about 7,900 of them. And then the key number I want you to look at is the annual evangelical growth is actually minus. So the number of Christians are actually decreasing right now here in Japan. Average attendance of Japanese church is about 35. And then the average baptism is one person for every 2 to 3 years. Now, what's more considered to be serious among Christians here in Japan is aging pastors. 89% of Japan's pastors are over 50 years old. So think about what may happen 10, 20 years down the road. So we have come in. We planted a new church in Center City, place called Shinagawa. Shinagawa is, if you actually look at the train line here, the green line, encircles the center of Tokyo. And Shinagawa is towards the south of Center City, Tokyo. It's a major hub station, about 900 people using the station every single day. So it's a pretty big area. Shinagawa looks like this. Now, if you want to look at Japan's most famous commuter rush, you got to come to Shinagawa because this is quite a view. And this picture, by the way, was taken during the pandemic. This was March of 2020. So a lot of people commute to this city. And this is how we got started. 2015 come out. And after about 2 years, this is a picture of our worship service. This is at the end of 2016. And we had, I think we had 7 adult baptism. And we have small groups, Bible studies. These are more recent pictures from last couple years. Obviously, because of the pandemic, we're not able to gather and have these house church gatherings. But when we do, this is a place where we bring non-believing family members and friends, our neighbors, and introduce them to our church community. And this is a great way to reach out to people here in Tokyo. So this is how we evangelize people. This is how we reach out to our neighbors. Before COVID-19, this is how it looked like on the left side. And during the pandemic, everything was online for about 3 months, and we have come back and resumed our worship service. And this is how it looked like. Literally, 15 people or so scatter around the room. 2020, even though pandemic was very difficult, we ended the year on a high note with this Christmas service. Obviously, you see there kids performing a song with the dance. So it was a very good ending to our difficult year. I want to share some prayer topics with you. First of all, please pray for spiritual growth of our church. The unity is very much needed. We have some of the theological differences with some of the key members that we have, whether it's dispensationalism or the people with the charismatic background with the direct revelation and everything. So we want to have more spiritual unity going forward and renewed zeal for evangelism. Once pandemic gets better, we want to go out and reach out to more people in the city. And also pray that our church people will learn to commit to a local church instead of hopping around, becoming like spiritual consumer. Also pray for the worship venue. We've been renting a worship space for the last 5.5 years. It hasn't been easy, just constantly moving around, and the cost a pretty big factor. And pray for church finance as well, that God will fill us with all that we need.
Thank you so much for your prayer and support. God bless.